Hello, beautiful people of YouTube. This is Bahama Raven speaking, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2. In the last episode, we did the second Ymir free day, and today we're gonna finally start with my favorite part of Act 1, Act 1-3. Trust me, this is gonna be a pretty long and fun one. Good morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? We did, thank you. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that was just what we needed to take on the day. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Breakfast was delicious too. I'm kinda jealous of you, Reen. Really? It wouldn't have been possible if not for Sharon. She's been an incredible help this past couple days. She's even taught me a few new tricks in the kitchen. All this cooking has been rather fun with her around. Oh, the pleasure's been all mine. This has been a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the local dishes. I simply can't wait to treat each and every one of you to new recipes I've picked up after some additional practice. I doubt you even need the practice, Sharon. Just don't forget that this isn't your home, okay? No overstepping your bounds. But of course. Incidentally, how is Baron Schwarzer? As much as of a relief it was to see him up and about again, he doesn't seem to be back to his old self yet. I'm afraid not, and you wouldn't be the only one who's noticed either. Father Bernard said as much when he came by as well. For now, he needs to focus on getting his strength back. We'll have to take things one step at a time, but so long as he eats well and gets plenty of rest, I'm told he'll be fine. Glad to hear it. So am I. Just please tell him not to try and rush things. You know how he is, Mom. No need to tell me. I heard you just fine myself. Oh, speak of the devil and it shall appear. Shouldn't you be resting, darling? And what did I literally just say? You should get back to bed, Dad. Not to worry. My injuries have entirely closed up at this point, so a little trip down the stairs won't kill me. If anything, I'm a bit unsteady on my feet after all that sleeping. But you can't fault me for wanting to see my son and his friends off, can you? You can forgive your old man for playing tough just this once. Well, if it's just this once, if you must. You can clearly see who Reem takes after. Ain't that the truth? I don't doubt for a moment that you'll find your classmates and bring them back here safely. So go on out there and do it. Go, and walk the path that you want to take through these turbulent times. You may not know what that path is just yet, but so long as you're together, you'll find something to guide you in the right direction. Thanks, Dad. I'll be back before you know it. Until then, I leave everything here in your capable hands. I won't let you down. Good luck, son. Shall we get going? We gotta go see Valley at the end of Valley, right? Yeah, we need to use the spirit path again to travel, and here's our way in. We'll need to figure out who's going to be going this time, too. I'll leave making that decision to you, Masterine. Yeah, I agree. Let's make sure we're taking care of everything we need to before taking off, too. Roger. Alright, so here we can actually decide who's coming with us for our next chapter. So, I think I probably said it a couple of episodes ago, or maybe even last episode. It's been a while since I actually recorded. But as far as Class 7 members go, I will be going for Alisa and Fee, because these are two characters that I want in my final party, and making sure that they have a little more levels compared to the others always help. As far as guest characters go, I am kinda torn, to be honest. See, I wanted to bring Toval because at the beginning of Act 2, we will be getting from one of the guest characters a specific item depending on the link level. Problem is, Toval is the one with the lowest link level with Rin as of right now. And I did kinda promise I'd bring Sharon along, so yeah, I'm gonna bring Sharon along, and I'm just gonna say whatever item I will be getting between Toval's, Claire's, and Sharon's, I'll just go on with it. I mean, it's not like those items are game-breaking or anything, just matter of preference, I guess. Anyway, let's get going. Before you head out though, a little bit of warning. As per usual, if you forgot to do it in the last episode, go and speak to Annabelle at the general store to get the new fishing rod that you will be needing to catch fishes from here on out. And also do some last minute shopping if you really need to. And there really isn't much to be doing for me. I did everything I needed to in the last episode.
Right.
And there really isn't anything else I need to take care of, so I'm just gonna take this opportunity to completely and freely heal my craft points at the foot bath and be on my merry way. Reboot complete, returning from inactive state. Awakener and secondary contractor waveforms detected. Looks like he's got more than enough mana back now. Yeah, we should be able to use the spirit path anytime we want. I don't think I'll ever get used to this thing. Those soldats are amazing for sure, but Divine Knights make them seem downright ordinary by comparison. The Panzer Soldats certainly can't compare to Divine Knights in terms of individual strength. As they can be mass-produced and used in a wider variety of strategies, however, they do have their advantages. After everything we've done so far, I'll bet the Alliance will be even more on guard against the Ashen Knight than before. Especially since they have a Divine Knight of their own. We'll need to avoid using Valimar carelessly for the time being. Good point. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Still, looking at him, it's hard not to be glad he's on our side. Can't argue with that. After all, it was only thanks to him that we were able to drive the Alliance forces out of Nord. And he did it in style, too. All in all, we're just going to need to be aware of our own limits and do what we can. We can use Valimar in our strategies, but we can't expect him to bail us out at every time we're in a bind. They'd deny us the chance to grow, and we'd need to do just that if we're ever gonna find our rightful place in this war. Couldn't agree more, Rin. Know that I've got your backs all the way too. Anyway, with that settled, our next destination is Legram, right? That's the one. Time to grab the last of us. And I just noticed I did a little mistake in preparations, but it's not gonna be anything major. But just to be sure, could you double check that for us, Valimar? Acknowledged. 2 waveforms detected in Legram to the south-southeast. All vital signs appear to be normal. Did you already spot the difference? 2? At least it's not hard to guess who those 2 could be. Wait a second. 2? Last time I asked, you said there were 3. He did, didn't he? Oh yeah. Who left the area then? We can exclude Crow for obvious reasons, but that still doesn't completely narrow things down. It's either Yuzes, Laura, or Emma. Makes you wonder why they left too. Yeah, good point. My detection mechanism is not perfect. The results can be influenced by the energy flowing through the ground. Oh, right. In other words, if the third person is on the move aboard an airship, he wouldn't be able to sense them. I see, that could account for the discrepancy. And, spoiler warning, who could be the only one out of the three who could ride an airship during a civil war without getting, imprisoned or court-martialed or anything else? I understand that you're concerned, but the situation in Erebonia is changing constantly. You won't get very far if you let yourself waver for something this small, Reen. I'm with Captain Claire. At the very least, we know who the two of your classmates are there. No need to freak out just yet. Let's just choose who's going and move, okay? Yeah, you guys are right. Any ideas on who should go or stay? For a start, I think we should stick to traveling with the same number of people as we did last time. So 4 of us. Toval and Captain Claire, I'd prefer if one of you came along as well. Does that work for everyone? If I may be so bold, I'd like to add my name to the list of choices. Should you agree to let me join, it would be my honor to serve you to the utmost of my abilities, whether Lady Elisa is with us or not. Actually, that'd be great, Sharon. No matter how you slice it, having her come would be a huge help. That means at least 2 of us will be able to remain behind and survey the village. Sounds good to me. Thanks, Sharon. We're happy to have your help. In that case... Yeah, I already chose who's gonna come with. Like I said, this is gonna be my party. I'm gonna confirm it, then head to the camp menu, because, thankfully, I remembered that I forgot to unequip every quartz, as well as any accessory that I was supposed to remove from everyone who's not gonna come with. I mean, it doesn't really change much in terms of utility. I mean, some of those quartzes aren't even good to begin with, but if I have to be 100% honest, I'd rather have them on hand and ready for use. Also, one thing that I'm going to do here, at least for now, I'm going to swap Sharon's juggler with Claire's Mobius. Not really for the sake of thinking that Mobius is the better quartz or anything. I mean, Sharon does enjoy that boosted strength over everything else, but I want to make sure that Mobius is the first Master Quartz to reach level 5, and in order to do that, I need to make sure that it gets in every combat situation possible, or at the very least be equipped to someone that is in my party, active or support. So yeah, leaving it on Claire is not gonna help, so for now I'm just gonna swap their Master Quartzes. Also, I'm not gonna upgrade Sharon's Quartzes yet. I will be doing it a little later on. For now, this will do. Also, before anything else, make sure to equip the True Gladiator headband, on Reen to give him that extra boost in CP recovery rate and strength. It's gotta be a craft machine. And so now you can give the Gladiator headband to whoever you want, like, say, I don't know, in my case I would say Fee, because she uses a lot of crafts. Another good choice would be Elisa, of course, but I really don't want to push it. Alright, let's remove everything from everyone. And yeah, that should do. No need to swap out the equipment. Alright, let's get going. Time to go. Guys ready to head out? Ready. You might find someone's been keeping an eye on the guild house for me while I've been away. Say thanks to them for me, okay? Not sure if you'll have any reason to drop by, but if you do, I've got a feeling they'll lend you a hand. I don't see any reason why we can't. Take care and have a safe journey. Bye-bye! I think it's time we depart, hmm? If you would, Celine. Right. Valimar, open the spirit path. Our destination, Legram. Acknowledged. Activating spirit path. And there we go. Let's go and gather the last of us, and then we can actually start with the real game. Oh great, I'm tripping balls again. Spirit Path really feels like I'm tripping. And yeah, just like that, we crossed the entire country from north to south. Also, I'm sorry if you may hear voices in the background. My family is still up. I'm recording this at 9:30 p.m. So of course they're still awake. Sure is foggy here. Thank goodness we arrived safely. But yeah, taking a closer look at this, feels like my head right about now. Or rather, what my brain looks like when I'm at work. Moving on. And this must be the thick fog that I've heard so much about. This is where we fought that archaism. That should mean we're on the Ebel Highway. Really? Well, we got more than archaisms to deal with this time. The higher elements seem to be active in this area as well. Yep, nothing new really. Just like they were when that cryptid appeared? Wait a minute. Does that mean something strange is happening here too? My, stay on guard everyone. Aura intensifies. I think I have an episode title. Following the highway to the south will take us to Legram. Once we're there, we can ask around and see if anyone's seeing anything off. Agreed. Alright, let's... Wait... Have you been to Legram before? Oh yeah, I guess that cat's out of the bag now. Is it? That doesn't matter right now. Let's just go. Someone's got caught. Anyway, welcome to the Abel Highway and the actual beginning of Act 1-3. So, allow me to explain real quick why I decided to bring Sharon along with me. Not just because I promised I would use all the 3 guest characters, but also because why I brought Sharon along with Elisa. This is one of those rare cases like Million for Claire, where right out of the gate, she comes with a level 4 link with Sharon at base, making her very good. At level 4, Elisa will be able to use Auto Teles, which means that once per battle, she will be able to resurrect a character when it's gonna die, making this a pretty useful skill. So Elisa is basically the white mage in the couple. I think we can actually safely say that. Also, Sharon at level 4 Link will be able to use Deadly Assist, meaning that assist attack will deal 25% more damage and debuff speed by 25%. This is actually going to be very useful. But with that out of the way, I'm gonna rethink the battle formation just a little bit. And of course, I'm going to link Alisa and Sharon because they will make the best power couple. Alright then, so first and foremost, you should know. Oh, wait, actually, there is one thing that I can do here. There it is.
Right, I'll handle it with pleasure.
Here I go.
There's a treasure chest right here next to this enemy.
There's a treasure chest.
I'm gonna get it real quick. Oh, wait, I guess I can't until I defeat the monster first. Also, if you see the screen lagging, it's not my recording, actually. Remember, this is a port of an old PS3/PS Vita game, which means the frame rate issues haven't been fixed completely. So there will be times where the game will lag on its own. Anyway, new enemy, Greedy Reapers. Now these guys are pretty easy to kill and easy to farm experience.
Eliminating targets.
I think,
Very well.
if I remember well, they have something like a drain-based attack. Although I'm not 100% sure about it. I mean, usually random encounters, I completely destroy them before even giving them a chance to attack me.
Second floor. Game now.
You're done.
Could have actually burst here.
No problem.
That was silly of me.
Okay.
Wasted opportunities. My name is
neutralized.
Bahama Raven.
Guess we're safe.
And there we go. Like I was saying,
There's a treasure chest.
treasure chest here containing Flame Tongue. This is the third tier fire-based art. And it's a pretty good one at that. And I think I'm gonna teach it to Alisa instead of Heatwave. Basically, compared to Heatwave, you sacrifice 10% burn chance for a wider area of effect and higher power. And it's actually a pretty fair trade, all things considered.
No problem.
Also, I'm pressing L1
Let's move.
because I've been playing some Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne and I'm confusing a little bit the buttons. Okay, so our next objective is to be heading towards Legram, but because we have to go there, we cannot explore the highway fully just yet. So make sure to follow the track towards Diabel Highway 1 and then Legram. I'll be fighting monsters on the way
This
there.
will be over in an instant.
And here we actually have two new enemies. Rose Shrooms, mushrooms, pretty easy to deal with, and the rare enemy of this area, the Coco Panda. Now this can inflict faint on you, so let's not, shall we? Also, I hope you have battle scopes because, at least for this part, we're gonna be needing them to analyze enemies.
With pleasure.
This is the sad part about not having anyone at all with detector. Of course, we will be getting a quartz later on that will make battle scopes completely useless if used correctly. But until then, we have to work with what little we got.
Second form. Gale.
Okay, if I get the, like I was saying, if I get the chance, I will be using the burst this time around.
Now's our chance.
On shrooms, you easily have a chance to recover bravery points anyway, so there's no point in saving them.
This is our real
And just like that, we got a 2.9 multiplier. And almost 5,000 experience. Now that's awesome. Also, it's advisable, at the very least, to make sure you get everyone but the guest character reach level 68.
And here's the highway.
We'll need to turn right to reach the town then.
Like I was saying before getting interrupted, it's advisable that you reach level 68 before entering Legram. No particular reason is that the next party members that you will be getting, if I recall correctly, they will be at level 68. and I want to try and keep the levels as close as possible.
I can barely see where I'm going.
Oh, that's it?
That one's gonna be a pain.
And that's the powerful enemy of the area. Looks familiar? I'm pretty sure it is.
This one's dangerous.
Okay, we've got 2 enemies to analyze, that's not good. But I think it's not a real issue if I analyze them later instead of now. We'll see. Anyway, first we got the weak enemy, the grass palm. As you can see, this is a bit of an annoying enemy, because if it hits you, you can absorb either your craft points or your effort points, and also damage you, of course. So drain plus, so osmos plus craft osmos. That's a little annoying, to be honest. And then we have the Gordy Schnar. If you remember the Gordy Chief, this is a powered up version. Also level 69. They really knew what they wanted with this guy, did they? Anyway, this guy hits hard and can inflict feint on you. But, as you can see, it's pretty weak to burn and nightmare. So if you have someone... Actually, if you brought Elliot with you, and you haven't used Nocturne Bell, it's actually a pretty solid move to deal to this guy. But since we don't have Elliot with us, let's just work with what we got. Important thing, make sure you delay them as much as possible. Then have someone analyze them if you really want. And then just hit them hard
I'll handle it.
again. And again,
Eliminating targets.
and again.
Very well.
It's nice to know that at the very least, they're easy to kill. Also, yes, I am going to kill the palm right now. I don't want to lose craft points, and don't worry, I'll analyze it later.
How about
I'll make
this?
sure not to forget it. I constantly check my monster compendium anyway.
Here I go.
I'll
Anyway,
handle it.
make sure you keep a very close eye on Reen's craft points as the fights progress. As you can see, he was at 200 when he used Arc Slash this turn, going down to 170 because of the 30-point cost of the move. By hitting both enemies, he got to 186. So yeah, the true Gladiator headband is absolutely busted. And if used in combination with the normal Gladiator headband, oh boy. In fact, I may have had a pretty bad idea here. Also, double death blow. Nice one, Fee.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Also, close to level 68, that's very, very good.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
And here we got the blue scaled male, one of the... Well, how can I put this? One of the new armors that you can buy in this area. Let me see what it does. It doesn't give any, and I mean any, buff in strength compared to the Wind Vest, which is a little unfortunate, but it does have a pretty solid defense, and it gives you an extra 10% evasion buff. So, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna drop this on Fee. Having equipment that boosts evasion is so good on her. And with Insight, because of this, with Insight, her evasion will go up to 95, making her almost untouchable. So yeah, this goes on Fee. Alright, let's make like a tree and get out of here. I'm just gonna... ooh, a palm. I'll take a chance to analyze them right
This
here
will
and
be
now.
over in an instant. I'll handle it.
There we go.
Very well. How about this? Die! I can do this. Fire! Now's our chance! Time to strike!
My turn. Second form. Gale.
Okay. Now.
Got you!
Absolutely.
I did it!
And at level 68, Rin upgrades what arguably was already one of his best crafts. Arc Slash becomes true Arc Slash. Boosted power, wider range, and I think it's 5 extra delay for the same cost of 30 craft points, making this a very solid move now. Oh boy, am I gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Done.
Anyway, sorry for the for my silence in the last fight. I was just distracted by the voice of people in the other room. Okay, I'll be fighting this shroom right here. Get that chest behind it, and then head to Legram.
This will be over in an instant. My turn. Eliminating targets.
I think
Very
with this
well.
fight, Alisa will
How
get
about
to
this? Stop. Right.
the coveted level 68.
Here I go!
Okay. I can do this.
Just die already.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Yeah, it worked. Also, the Raven Master Quartz got to level 3, making Fee even stronger. Got an art in Demonic Sight, which is okay, I guess. She's not gonna have a lot of use for it, but I'll take whatever help I can get. Speed is boosted for 4 turns at the beginning of combat, and now she gets the Impede 1 ability built up inside her Master Quartz, making her even better because yes, even if she has Impede 1 in her normal quartzes, this one will still stack. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good.
Huh? Thank goodness.
Okay, now that everyone is level 68, I'm pretty much in the clear, and I can head to Legram. Now,
I spy walls.
yep, I spy them too. Worth mentioning, I know for a fact that my new party members will be joining me at level 68, and I also know that they will get a little more experience compared to Rin and the others because there's, you know, trial chests and everything, but I am not complaining. Anyway, let me drop a real save right here, and yes, my console is set into Italian because I've been playing with my brother a little bit earlier today. And now let's head to Legram. I still have some time, so might as well do this now. I hope you're ready because we're gonna have to do a lot of side stuff before continuing with the story. Well, we're here. Yeah, Legram would be an even more beautiful place were it not for the fog, if you ask me. I honestly live in a village like this, or town, I should say. Lara's hometown, huh? Feels kinda mystical. I guess you can see... sorry. I guess you can see what Laura meant when she called it a town of mist and ancient legends now. Time to get to work. First order of business is figuring out who and where the 2 Class 7 member in this region are. I mean, one should be fairly obvious. We might want to start asking at the Bracer Guild. Tovel did ask us to pass on his regards to whoever was there too. A wonderful idea, Master Reen. Just imagine what kind of useful information they might be able to share with us. Let's go. Someone's in a hurry. I mean, yeah, Emma is still missing. Bracer Guild, Legram Branch. Excuse me, is anyone in? My, you appear to have visitors. Come on in, the door is unlocked. Hey, it's Klaus. Hello, and welcome to the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild. You don't seem to be from around here. Can I help you with anything? One moment. You look awfully familiar. Might you be Laura's classmates from Class 7? Klaus? Oh, are they acquaintances of yours? Indeed, they are Lady Laura's treasured classmates. I hadn't expected we would meet here. You must be the Xseed family butler. I believe we share very similar professions. You do, but in two completely different ways, Sharon, trust me. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. I am Klaus, and I serve Viscount Xseed and his family. I am most relieved to see that you are well and in good health. I'm certain that Lady Laura will be very happy to see you again. Then, Laura really is here? She certainly is. She has been staying here with Lady Emma for some time. Although, I fear you have just missed the two of them. They left not long ago. So you're the Class 7 I've heard so much about, are you? Sarah and Toval are always going on about you. Miles, huh? I honestly don't know if this guy appeared in any other Trails game. I'll have to look it up. My name is Miles. I'm currently serving as the receptionist here at the Legram branch of the guild. Do you mind filling me in on what you've been up to? It sounds like plenty has been happening on your hand. So Laura came here immediately after the war broke out? Correct. She arrived with her other classmates and has been residing here since. And you're all here now as part of a journey to unite everyone, I see. I had no idea that much was happening in the shadows of the Civil War. And while I've heard of an ash-colored night, I didn't realize it belonged to you. Sounds like you fought rather well over in Celtic and North. You know about that already? I suppose it'd save us time explaining what happened. Factoring in all that you've seen elsewhere in the country, it certainly does appear that something unusual is happening behind the scenes. Perhaps the strange circumstances in Legram of late are connected. What's happening here? Is something of concern happening here? Yeah, a couple of things actually. First, we have never before seen monster appearing on the highway. Never before seen, huh? I think I've seen them all in the first game, but I digress. And second, we have this thick fog that hasn't cleared for a month now. Okay, that's unusual. I remember Laura saying that it lasted for a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, but not a full month. That does count as unusual. I know fog here is an ordinary enough occurrence, but fog lasting for an entire month is beyond abnormal. Once again, why do I even talk? Indeed, this is no natural phenomenon. As such, the townfolks are beginning to grow rather disturbed by it. Were the Viscount here, I'm certain he would assuage their worries, but alas. Is he missing? He is. We have yet to hear anything from him after nearly a month. He left in the direction of Heimdall aboard the Courageous when the war broke out, and we've been unable to reach him since. That must have been when he went to Trista. So he's been missing ever since then? Well, it is the Viscount Xseed we're talking about. I find it hard to believe anything could have happened to him. We are in agreement. I am of the belief that he is simply biding his time and waiting for the perfect chance to act. It's a great loss not to have him here at a time like this. But on the bright side, the double alliance's power doesn't reach quite this far, which leave us free to focus on dealing with the problems like these. Klaus has been a wonderful help in that regard, as have Lady Laura and Emma. They've both been helping out with the guild stuff, huh? Do you have any idea where they are now? You said something about them going out earlier, didn't you? Indeed, they left not long ago. Emma said that she sensed something out of the ordinary over at Lohengrin Castle. Oh, good, not that place again. After that, they hurried there aboard the boat to investigate. You visited during our field study here, didn't you, Reen? Yeah, we've encountered some pretty strange things there last time. And only the two of them went there? Yes, I did try to convince them to do otherwise, but they remained adamant. They insisted, if we cannot do something as simple as this, how can we hope to see our friends again? I could hardly bring myself to press the matter any further after hearing as much. Sounds like something they'd say. I can easily picture it. When she gets an idea into her head, there's no stopping her. Given the circumstances, it's only right for us to go and help them. I agree. Let's head to Lohengrin Castle. You're just as I heard you were. I'm sure they will be most relieved to see you. Please, assist them however you can. I will see to readying a boat for you at once. As soon as you're ready to depart, make your way towards the pier. Thank you, we will. Well, let's go and get ready. And get ready we shall, because we're about to be doing some pretty long and good stuff. Okay, so before continuing with the story, there are a few things that we can do for some extra collectibles. First off, let's head towards the inn right here and talk to the guy behind the counter here. I just do this for simplicity. And he's gonna give us a book, The Gambler Jack 2 Chapter 6. If you did everything correctly, you should have all 6 of them right about now. Then you want to go outside, but wait, no. We want to get the back door right here and go down the pier.
No problem. Okay, very
God
well.
Here I go.
damn. You want to talk to the old man right here, and he will give us the seafood peel-off recipe. That goes as recipe number 6 or 7. Maybe even 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. This is a pretty decent dish, giving us 3000 HP and buffing defense and speed for 3 turns. But we want to wait to cook this set recipe until we get Laura. If I remember, she's the one that makes the unique version. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to the general store right now and... oh, I forgot that I could fast travel. Yeah. Alright, let's do some shopping now, shall we? First off, we want to buy the Gambler Jack Chapter 4 book. Also, here's the unique item for the area, the Fairy Charm. Boosts Art's strike and defense by 10 points and prevents sleep and nightmare. I advise against buying it because, as you can see, it'd be expensive. What I am going to buy right now, however, are new weapons for our friends right here. But let it be known, I will buy only weapons. And why do I say that? Okay, let me put this in perspective for you. I don't say that the blue-scaled equipment is bad. Far from it, in fact. Far from it. And, well, the shield equipment is okay-ish, but not fantastic. I mean, it's basic equipment. The reason why I'm not gonna buy any equipment right here is because we're going to be visiting another city later in the Let's Play that will have way better equipment. But that means it's also more expensive, which is why I want to try and save as much money as possible before then. Also, make sure you remember to exchange all the Cephet masks that you get. And now, let's customize the weapons. Gotta have that crit. There we go. Also, you can upgrade Sharon's weapon as well. There we go. Now, as you can see, there's already improvement for Laura and Emma's weapons here. And, well, we can't do them now, of course, because they're not in our party, but as soon as we have them, we'll come back here for sure. And that's pretty much all that I wanted to do. I'll actually take this chance to, you know, buy a few more battle scopes. You can never have enough of these. I'm gonna buy a couple of ingredients just because I know I always need more. I want to go too overboard, especially because I know these ingredients ain't cheap. Yeah, I think this is good enough, at least for now. Okay, next order of business. We can find some new Thor student to upgrade the character profiles. First one we meet is at the church, so we go the first set of steps and then take a right and bam, we're at the chapel. Go up here and talk to this pink-haired girl. Hello, Vivi. Okay, I'm actually gonna skip here because it really doesn't say much. And if I were to read those dialogues, I'll probably stay here until the hour mark. And I don't really want that. Next up, right here in the waiting room of the training hall, we can find Casper. And now that we're done with that, I know, guys, I know it's really not that great, this kind of showing process that I had in my head, but, you know. Next up, you want to go at the pier, but not just yet talking to Klaus.
This spot looks perfect for
Klaus,
fishing.
sorry. There's a fishing spot right here that we can use and you have to use. Make sure you have the excellent rod from Annabelle before departing. And you will be able to catch the fish right here. This one is a bit of a tough catch, I remember. Well, not as tough as I remembered anyway.
Not bad.
The gluttonous bass. Oh, gives me free silver earrings, so here's a fish that I know I can farm those for. Hey, if it saves money, I'll take it, okay? I mean, not that silver earrings are that expensive, I think they cost around 800, but it's also a good way of actually getting items for you to sell at the shop in case you need some money. It's not a very effective method. The tri-colored onigiri trick is still better, but we can't execute it right now. We will be able again very soon, but it's still gonna take a little while. And now that we're done with that, we can talk to Klaus and proceed to Lohengrin Castle. The boat is ready when you are. We will be taking off for Lohengrin Castle now then? That I shall. In that case, do take care of yourselves. My prayers for your success will not cease until I see you back here completely safe. We appreciate it, Klaus. Let's get going. Someone seems to be in a hurry. Feels like I'm in the middle of the ocean, with just how big this lake is. Because of the fog, it feels even bigger than it seems. It's hard to believe that it's in the middle of the day without poor visibility is. And this has been going on for a whole month? I imagine it's a manifestation of the chaos in Erebonia, much like the appearance of the higher elements. There's a possibility whatever Emma sensed over at the castle is the direct cause. And I do feel like something strange is here at this time too. Oh, this time too? You didn't follow us here during our field study, did you? Well, I suppose there's no harm in admitting it now. I had my own duty as a familiar to fulfill, you know. I was to make sure that this area didn't have any undesirable effects on you as a potential awakener. What kind of undesirable effects? Does that mean Legram has something to do with the Divine Knights? More Lohengrin Castle than Legram as a whole. Once upon a time, a Divine Knight just like the Ashen and Azure Knights supposedly slumbered there. Are you serious? There's more than two? First time hearing of it. All I heard are the ancient legends, unfortunately. So all I know is that there was once a Divine Knight here, and now it's gone, along with its awakener. Gone? Gone wonder I where. I wonder. Wait, what did I just say? Never mind. Getting distracted in the middle of a recording is very much a bad idea. Oh, look, I can see the castle now. Yeah, nice way to change the subject. I mean, I guess. We're almost there. Prepare to disembark, everyone. This is one eerie old castle. Laura and Emma are here? Yep, they're inside alright. I can feel Emma's mana. Be careful on the way up. I remember how steep it was before, and all this fog's not going to make the trip any easier. Well, let's head on up. Also, I think... God, I really gotta love how it lags out here.
What a pain.
You look awfully happy about seeing Emma again soon, though.
I do not.
Yeah, I remember when I first played the PS Vita version of this game. Oh boy, the lag here was unbearable. I mean, seriously, it was like 10 frames, not 10 frames per second, but very close to that. I don't know if in editing, once I will render it in 60 frames per second, but I'm recording it at 30, in case you wonder. I wonder if rendering in 60 FPS will fix this issue, but I honestly think it won't. Last time we were here, the castle had this weird light surrounding it. Kinda like the old schoolhouse. Based on what I'm sensing, it shouldn't take long before... Wait, something's with her. I think Emma's fighting. Maybe it's what Emma was sensing before she left? Then with no time to waste, we should hurry. Weapons at the ready. Right, yeah. Well, what kind of monster will be here in the castle fighting Emma and Laura? We'll find out in the next episode. I'm sorry guys, but I want to try and keep this as short as possible because I know the next part is going to be lots and lots of cutscenes with a few battles in between. And I know that if I will show them and do the next boss fights in this episode will end up being easily over 1 hour and a half long, all things considered. So I think this is a good spot to end the episode here. Join me next time as we will find out what Emma and Laura are fighting, saving them, and then they will finally join us again. This has been Bahama Raven, and I will see you again very soon. See ya!